Welcome all of you to the online class of Moral Science, class 10th, session 2020-21. I am Mrs. Leena Varghese. So we have already completed the first chapter. In your midterm examination, there will be two chapters, the first and second chapters, and the questions will be of multiple choice, and there will be 20 questions. So to get these questions, you thoroughly go through the lessons, read it again and again, so that you can write the exam. Okay, so the second chapter is our social universe. Okay, so let's start that chapter. Establishing and maintaining human relationship is a fascinating lifetime job. It enables us to develop our potentialities in the direction of growth. In our day-to-day life, we interact with other people at various levels. While interacting and relating with people, we maintain a certain distance with them. Some are kept close to us, while others are placed at a distance away from us. Each of us, in fact, creates a social universe where we maintain our place in the center and assign for others their own places around us. To illustrate this point, we give here the plan of social universe of Raman, an adolescent, as an example. So, we all are very keen in developing what relationship with other people and to maintain it, isn't it? So to maintain and establish human relationship is a very good job, or a fascinating lifetime job, and that is very essential for developing our potentialities in the direction of the growth. Okay, so in our day-to-day life, we are having what different people, we have to interact with different people at different levels, isn't it? And such peoples are maintained with certain distance, isn't it? Some are very close to us and some are kept at a distance, means at a far distance away from us. So likewise, each persons in our life, they are having a particular place in our life, isn't it? So in this way, okay, what we creates a social universe, and we will be in the center of that, isn't it? In that universe of what social universe, in that social universe, we keep ourselves in the center, isn't it? If we consider the universe, there will be the solar system, there will be the sun as the center, isn't it? Likewise, in our social universe, we keep ourselves in the center, and the other people, we keep them in different distances. Some are very close to us and some are very far to us. Okay, so there is one plan of social universe of one student or one person called Raman is given here in this chart. Okay, so this chart is showing what? This chart is showing the social universe of Raman. Okay, a person, Raman. Okay, so you can see that there are various, okay, the various sections. Like here you can see the school, okay, here family, here religious circle, then team games, then acquaintance made through family. Like this you can see different different regions. Okay, so let's see how he is related to all the sections of his social in his society. So the plan is cut into major segments covering school, family, religious circle, team games, and other acquaintances. Every person in Raman's universe has his own place on the plan, a variable distance from the zone of greatest intimacy. At present, there are only two girls in the innermost zone, one friend at school and the other an acquaintance made through family. Now an intimate. Raman's father is an idealized person and trying to approach the zone of greatest intimacy. So also his sister tries to get into this zone. His mother attempts to approach this zone but is made to oscillate further away between the second and fourth zone. His brother, who is an idealized person, is placed safely away in the fourth zone. The arrow indicated whether a person is trying to make a more intimate relationship or moving away. Try now to understand the relationship each person indicated in the plan as with the central character Raman. Okay, so this diagram, if you see, you can see that this plan or this diagram is cut into major segments like what? School, okay, family, then religious circle, team games and acquaintance made through the family. Okay, so each person in this plan has a zone, okay, that is with different distances. For example, there are two girls, okay, two girls, they are only in the innermost zone, okay, that is one from friend from the school, okay, from the school side, and another from the what? Acquaintance made through the family. Like this, two are only in their in his intimate zone, okay. And then Raman's father, where father is shown, see here, okay, in this region father is there. Father is trying to enter into the intimate zone, okay, and likewise his sister also, okay, sister and father, they are trying to enter into the intimate zone, okay. Then mother, where is she is in this zone, okay, this is the mother is also trying to approach the intimate zone, but she is in between, okay, that is between the second and fourth zone, okay. This is the second zone, okay, second zone, this is the second zone, and this is third, and this is the fourth zone. So in between the second and fourth she is oscillating, or she is moving here and there, okay. So then brother, he is in the fourth zone, okay. Where is his brother? Here, okay, fourth zone, he is safely there, okay, he is not attempting, he is staying there itself, okay. So all these arrows, it is showing that what? These persons are either trying to enter into the intimate zone or trying to move away from the intimate zone, okay. So like this you can see that what? Teachers are there, grandparents, okay, you try then priest is there, okay. So all this you try to find out whether they are trying to enter into their into the Raman's intimate zone or trying to go away from the intimate zone. Understood? Why do some people become more intimate to us than others? Do you think it is normal for a person to become more intimate with a person of the opposite sex? Is it possible to maintain a healthy and balanced interpersonal relationship with more than one person of the other sex? How do interpersonal conflicts arise? Does your relationship with other members of your family in any way affect your intimacy and relationship with other people in your social universe? How? Interpersonal relationship is a complex phenomenon. No person in this world can safely isolate it from the society to be entire of himself. No one is strong enough to be separated from everyone else. in his social universe, a person is himself the central character and keeps everyone else at a zoned position in a particular segment of his social life. So, you can see that in a society, no person can live alone, isn't it? Can we live alone? Because human beings are social animals. You have heard about this, isn't it? Without the relationship with others, we cannot live, isn't it? We cannot isolate ourselves from the society, and we cannot live alone, or by entirely isolating oneself. No one can live. No one is strong enough to be separated from everyone else also. So, in everyone's social universe, a person himself will be the central character, isn't it? Just like the solar system, isn't it? There will be the center. In the solar system, sun will be in the center, and all others will be revolving around the sun. So, in the same way, in the social universe of a person, that particular person himself will be the center, okay, and others we will keep in different zones, okay, and we will give them different positions, okay, and in different segment of the social life. Like a person, the same person will be having some kind of relationship with the family members. When he or she goes out, and if he or she is in the school, he may keep different relationship with different friends or teachers or principals. Likewise, we keep different zones, isn't it, in our social life. Basically, there are two types of relationships. The primary relationship of a person is naturally the one between him and his family, that is, his parents and siblings. The secondary relationship is between him and the society, his peer group, and other members of the community. If his relationship with the family is strong, the person can look forward to a positive series satisfying relationship. A person's relation with his family members thus assumes great significance and importance in his life. So, if anyone's relationship, if you take, okay, there will be two types, or there are two types of relationship. The first one is the primary relationship. Primary relationship means what? The relationship that a person shares with his family, okay, or the relationship between that particular person and his family. So in families, all will be there? Parents will be there, siblings will be there, isn't it? So that is the primary relationship. And the secondary relationship means the relationship that he is having with the society, okay, his peer group and other members of the community. Peer group means of the same age, or his friends and all, okay, and then other members of the community. So if a person's relationship with the family is strong, that person can look forward to a positive series of satisfying relationship. Okay, so first and foremost thing is what? He should have a strong relationship with his family members. Okay, so if anyone shares a strong relationship with the family members, then he can make relationship with a positive kind of relationship with many other members outside his family also, isn't it? So a person's relation with his family members thus assumes great significance and importance in his life, because when a child is born, okay, he learns everything from his family first, isn't it? How to respect others, how to deal with different situations. All this he learns. The first teachers of a child is what? His parents itself, isn't it? So if we learned that basic thing, listen, if we don't read or learn the alphabets of a language, you cannot do anything else, isn't it? You cannot read or you cannot do any higher studies. So the basic thing is what in a language is what? The alphabets that you are learning. Like this, if you learn the basic things of the social life, okay, so from the family only you will learn what? The respect, okay, or love, how to love others, the democratic way that is done in the family. All this you will learn from your family, isn't it? How to respect the others, your elders, or even your inferior people. If like if any person who is helping your house or servants in your house, how you behave with them, isn't it? All that you learn from your family. So once you learn that basic things, then you can behave, or you can have relationship in the society. Once you go out from the house, or once you go out from the family, you already learned the basic concepts. Now based on that only you will show your behavior with the other members of the society, isn't it? So a person's relation with his family members assumes great significance and importance in his life. Okay, so it is very, very important to learn the basic things of behavior from your family. So how you will get this from your parents, or how you behave with your sister, okay, sharing, caring, all that you have to learn from your family. If you are not doing that, you have not learned that, okay, then there is another opportunity, that is what? In the society. So from that also you can learn further. Understood? So a person's relationship with his family members is very, very important. Okay, so that is the primary relationship of a person, and that is very important. Okay, so let's continue this chapter in the next class. Thank you.